guys, welcome back. So I'm really excited. In today's video, we're going to be playing with a full face of Flower Beauty. If you're not familiar with this brand, this is like an affordable drugstore brand that was created by Drew Barrymore, who just, who doesn't love Drew Barrymore? She's amazing, but it looks like to me, and I've got a big box of products here, it looks like to me like this actually might be really good quality stuff. I've been getting requests from you guys for a really long time to dive into this brand, check out some of their products, and let you know whether or not I think it is actually worth the money. And to be fair, it didn't even cost me that much money. It's available here in Australia at Chemist Warehouse. I did go down and purchase these all myself. So yeah, basically we're going to jump in, we're going to try them, and I'm going to let you know if they're any good. Actually had heaps of requests to try this brand, like heaps and heaps of requests. So first up, primer, and honestly the packaging is quite pretty. I will be popping links down below to all the products, so just check those out if you want to see the prices and stuff. This is the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. This one promises to instantly blur pores and fine lines while mattifying. Doesn't have a scent. I feel like so many celebrities are bringing out brands. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, I just feel like, I mean, and it makes sense, obviously, like they've got a lot of experience because they wear, you know, full faces of makeup like literally every single day. Can you imagine that? Oh, I need my makeup-free days. So this actually feels really, really nice on the skin. It smooths out really well. I feel like it is drying down too. It doesn't feel heavy. Quite nice. I will obviously wear this makeup all day as well, guys. I always try to wear the products all day so that I can give you a really good idea of how they wear. Lightweight, gives my skin like a sort of silicone powdery kind of a texture. Can't really tell if it's minimizing my pores, but it does feel really nice on the skin. All right, moving on to foundation. This is the Flower Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel. Looking at it now, I'm not sure how this color is going to go for us, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So basically, this has actually got sunscreen SPF 18, and obviously it's meant to give you a nude skin feel. That's what the bottle looks like there. Really nice. Formula-wise, it's actually quite a thick formula. You can see it there on the back of my hand. See how this color goes? I'm going to pick it up with a blending sponge. It actually looks like quite good coverage. Oh, it's a bit thick though. This may not be something for an oily skin, but damn, the coverage. Okay, Drew Barrymore, you weren't playing. So it's definitely looking like it's going to be a really dewy finish. Can we get away with the color? I don't know. Always so hard to tell in the store with like the fluorescent lighting. It's like, I feel like things look different colors underneath those lights, and then you get home and you're like, damn it. So I do feel like this is blending out quite nicely on the skin. It's definitely got really, really good coverage. It's covering up all my redness. Don't think it's necessarily emphasizing texture, but it is very dewy and glowy. Have a feeling I'm going to be oily quite quickly, and it doesn't really feel that heavy on the skin, but it's definitely not as lightweight as that Maybelline one that I tested recently, the Urban Cover, but it looks pretty on the skin. Now this looks really yummy. The Flower Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. This promises a weightless formula for a second skin feel, and it also promises to be crease proof. I actually love that she did affordable, went more the drugstore route. I think this was really awesome. Weightless formula instantly diminishes the appearance of imperfections, fine lines, and signs of fatigue. Okay. So in this one, I have the shade L3 to 4 Light. I'm hoping we can correct the foundation shade mismatch. I mean, it's too dark. Oh, it has a nice little doe foot applicator, actually. Looks nice. Pretty packaging, though. Really pretty. So, oh! Did you see that then? That is so crazy. It's so creamy and so pigmented. Like, I've barely touched that on the skin. Wow. Okay. So under the eyes, and then I'm going to do the center. Let's do a little bit of highlighting because we need a little help today. And chin. Whoa, okay, it's so creamy. Look at this. It's a really nice formula. Damn. Let's try blending this one out now. Ooh. It blends out into like nothing as well. Oh, yes, if this is actually crease proof, this might be a new fave. Oh, wow. So it's definitely not like a full coverage, even though it does look so full coverage when you first apply it. As you are blending it out, it kind of like blends into the skin and sort of disappears a little bit. It's not patchy. It's not like removing the foundation underneath. Oh, I like that. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, last on my oily skin. It's beautiful, you guys. Oh, I feel like my skin is looking nice. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you're thinking of my skin at this stage. All right, to powder everything down, I have their Miracle Matte Translucent Finishing Powder. It comes in like a really, really big box. All right, so this one minimizes imperfections and is mattifying. Oh, that is a big ass thing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look how huge this is. How much product do you get? Only 8 grams of product in this and it's huge. It's like the size of my head. So it's actually a lot of wasted packaging. Like that's, I don't really, anyway, I'm not a huge fan of like wasted packaging. It just makes things hard to travel with. Okay, so this doesn't really have a scent. I'm going to, maybe I'll pop a little bit in the cap so we can see it. Oh yeah, so it does look like it's completely translucent. It does look white. Unfortunately, white powders like this generally, they don't sit as smoothly on the skin and they're not as translucent as something that's tinted with a hint of skin color. We'll see how it goes. You do also get issues with flashback with that normally. I'm gonna start setting the skin with it. Ooh, feels very similar to the Fenty one. If you've ever tried the, I think it's called like their Block powder or something. Not their loose powder, but one of their pressed powders that they first released. It's got a very similar feeling to that, like kind of slippery. That's weird too. On the ingredients, the only ingredient listed is silica. Is this 100% pure silica? Yeah, it's got a really bizarre texture. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in there. It sort of like sticks together. All right, so it's definitely setting down the makeup and I do feel like it's blurring my skin, but at the same time, because it is so white, I can see it on my skin. Like it doesn't look as translucent. Like my skin looks powdery. I might actually finish this with a brush. Oh, it's sort of going everywhere too. Definitely mattifies like the name suggests though, like for sure. Let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to do the brows. It's actually a brow pen. I'm quite excited to try that. And I've got some eyeshadow, some eyeliner, some mascara. We've got lots coming. Oh, tattoo effect brow stain. So this is a long wearing smudge proof formula. It's like a little eyeliner pen. Brow Vixen tattoo effect stain. I've got the shade Espresso. I feel like from memory there wasn't a huge brow offering. Oh, look at that. Like there wasn't heaps of products to choose from. That's funny looking. I've never used one of these. I guess you just draw your brows on and it's smudge proof. Okay, I'll try it on my hand. Oh no. Oh, might be a little bit warm. We'll see how we go. Feels so strange filling my brows in with like a texture. I guess what's cool is the shape of this tip. You could use it like just at the head of the brow to draw like little hair strokes. Very easy to get like a precise tip to the brow. It's nearly like it gets more cool tone the longer it sits on the skin. Yeah, it initially goes on red and then it gets more cool tone. So with this, you're going to get quite an intense brow. As you can see, we're looking rather intense. So I think what I'll do is I'll do the tail of the other brow, but I'm going to have to fill in the insides with powder because otherwise it's just going to be way too full on. Probably it would be great to draw in little individual hairs. I don't think I would recommend it to actually fill in the whole brow though. Like it's kind of hard to use. All right, so brows are all done. This is how they came out. Obviously because I filled in this one in sort of like more of a heavy way, I had to do the same on this one. But bit of a bold brow. We are going to be doing more of a natural look today, but I'm actually not mad at how it looks. And I did sort of try and draw in little mini hair strokes with the tip of the pen and it was pretty easy to do. Okay, so I quickly applied eye primer. We're going to move on to eyeshadow. I have two. I mean, one's like a face and eye palette and the other one is like an actual straight up eyeshadow palette. So the full, what is this? The Flower Full Face Palette. This is this one here. This one has got eyeshadows. Is that a bronzer? Yeah, that's a, oh, that bronzer's like a pink bronzer. Bronzer, blush, highlighter, and 2 eyeshadows in that one. This looks so pretty. This is the Gimme Gold Flower Eyeshadow Palette. The brush that comes with this doesn't look half bad. A lot of the times when you buy drugstore like makeup palettes, they come with those little spongy applicator tips and they're the worst things. Just throw them out. Honestly, as soon as you get the palette home, chuck them out. Don't use them. They're the worst. But this says it's a long-lasting eyeshadow rich color payoff crease free. Look at that little brush that it comes with. That's not half bad. There is a close up at some of the colors that come in this. It's actually quite pretty. These do come, I feel like there was 2 other variants to this. I got the gold brown one. All right, so to start, I'm going to take their brush and I'm going to take the brown transition shade. We'll see how this goes. Oh, that's a nice color, that one. Ooh, that's a really nice color. That's really not bad for a drugstore blending brush. Needs a second end. It needs a second end with like a flat top, like a flat kind of packing brush. That would have been good. Formula feels nice and smooth too, and I feel like it's blending out really nicely. I am going to ditch the brush though. It's just, I mean, it's nice, but it's a little bit small. I didn't want to go too deep and too dark today, so I might take this shimmery bronze. It's like more of like a greeny based bronze. I'm going to take that and I'm going to work that through the outer. Oh, quite a bit of fallout with this one. Through the outer corner. Just sort of like patting and blending as I go. Maybe I'll swatch some of these colours. Like the shimmers are pretty, but they're not like super groundbreaking, super eye-catching. They're actually quite, like they're more of like a demi-satin as opposed to a real straight up shimmer. Packing that on the inner corner now. Yeah, see, like they're pretty, but they're not they're not a metallic. It just sort of looks satin on the lid. There's not heaps of reflectiveness. The mattes do blend out really well. Really pretty. Oh, actually, let's try a highlight shade. And then finally to finish, I'm going to take this shimmery white kind of a colour. Oh, that's pretty actually. I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that. Oh, that one's got heaps more pigment than the other ones. I do think it's the type of formula that would sort of fall off with time though. You know, sort of like as you blink and move. Like I don't think it would stay as intense. Not bad, but also not, I'm not in love with it, but not bad. All right, next up we've got their liquid eyeliner. This is the Flower liquid eyeliner. There you go. Color is, oh, maybe it's called Style Eyes. I'm not sure. And this one is actually water resistant, all day wear. So I'm assuming hopefully she will be smudge proof. And it's got like a special flexi style tip. Quite nice packaging. Flower on it. And oh, I see about the tip. Different to a lot of tips on the other eyeliners I have. Let's see how this goes though. Yeah, that's not bad. Pretty easy to get into your lash line, but I am noticing that it's sort of going, like it's really getting all through my lashes. I think because the brush tip, it's so long and it holds so much of the eyeliner that you kind of end up like getting it on your lashes. I am having a hard time using it. It's just going all through my lashes. Oh no, and I smudged it. No. Look, if you're going to be at the drugstore, I would recommend the Maybelline Master Precise over this one, definitely. It's also a little bit patchy on this side too. Yeah. This is another one that's not a love. All right, so for mascara, I've got this one here. This is their Lash Warrior, Flower Lash Warrior. This is meant to be explosive volume and length. It's a little bit aggressive. So this is the packaging of this one. It's actually kind of cute. Like it fades up from like a dark green to a gold. Let's have a look at the brush. You guys know how fussy I am with mascara brushes. Oh no, it's brown. I suck. So brush-wise, it doesn't look too bad. It is a rubber bristle brush. And it's got like a slight curve to it. So we'll see how we go. Gee, I haven't worn a brown mascara in a very long time. I know my mum loves them. She's got brown eyes. Oh, also, my under eye area is looking, you know, you get that crepey look in your under eye area. So whether or not that's the concealer or the setting powder, I'm not sure. But does look a little bit crepey. So as far as this mascara goes, it's definitely working. Like it's definitely built up volume and length on my lashes. I wouldn't say it's like a groundbreaking, like kind of a brush. And I definitely don't prefer it over some other drugstore mascaras like the Maybelline Lash Sensational or the Essence Lash Princess. Like I really, really love those. This one isn't giving me like the same, I know, like satisfaction as those ones. But it's not terrible. I will, again, like I said, I'll let you know if this smudges. I usually have a pretty hard time with mascara smudging because I am an oily skin type, so I will let you know. But what I'm going to do is quickly finish this off camera. I'll pop the other mascara on, and then I'm also going to put some really natural lashes on, and then I'll be back and we can do the cheeks and the lips. All right, so I've got the lashes on and the eyes are looking a little smokier now. Gotta tell you, I'm really not happy with how my skin is looking. I feel like the coverage of the foundation has nearly faded away because I'm starting to have like little bits of, like you can sort of start to see my acne spots, like the redness coming through. I feel like that wasn't there before. I feel like that's just come up, and it took me 5 minutes to put the lashes on, so I don't know how that could have happened. And I feel like my skin looks very crepey, and I've also lost a little bit of coverage just on the side of my nose, so it's a bit of a bummer. I was very excited for the foundation and the concealer, but yeah, and that powder, it's just, I don't know, you can really see it on the skin. So unfortunately, they're not looking like they might be winners. I mean, I do want to test the concealer with, one of my normal Holy Grail powders. I feel like it'll work a lot better, but yeah, I'm not feeling like my skin's looking that cute. We're going to move on anyway. So we do have the Flower Full Face palette that I showed you guys earlier. This has got bronzer, blush, and oh, hang on a minute, a bit of plastic. Bronzer here, blush, highlight, and I did have a couple of eye shades as well, which I didn't end up using. It's quite a pinky, shimmery bronzer, actually. How is this a bronzer? That is not a bronzer. That is pink. That's like a pink blush / highlight. Oh, can you see that? I mean, I'll give it a go. That is a blush. I don't want to put too much on. Oh no, that is a blush. That is not a bronzer. All right, hold that thought. I'm gonna grab a bronzer. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm gonna put some bronzer on. I'm just using the Marc Jacobs one that I'm obsessed with at the minute. All right, so I've got bronzer on. We're back. We're looking normal. That's a straight up like a pink highlighter. I don't know whether it's called a bronzer, so I'm going to take probably a mixture of the two blushes now. So hard to grab because the pans are so small. Oh, the blush isn't bad. It is, like, they're all very shimmery though. For textured skin, it's probably not going to be your best option. Using shimmery blushes like this, like with like a frosted kind of a finish, usually it helps, like, well, it doesn't help, but it emphasizes the texture. Now the highlighter in this isn't, well, it's sort of shimmery-ish. I'm gonna take that. I don't know if that's really showing up on the skin. I think it's still the same glow from the blush. Let's try it on my nose. Oh, maybe the tiniest little bit. To be honest, it kind of just looks like a white matte, I mean, not matte, but like a white powder. You can see it a little. It's not an intense highlight, not usually what I would go for anyway. Yeah, I feel like my skin's not looking good at all. But finally, to finish, we have two of their liquid lipsticks. These are called the Miracle Matte Lip. And there's no other information. Cute, cute, cute packaging. The packaging is really, really pretty. I think I'm going to go with the nude, but this purple's quite nice. I might use that in another video. Let's see what this is like. Oh, nice doe foot. It's a flat one. Oh, they smell pretty good. What is that? Is it like chocolate or vanilla? It smells pretty good. Oh, that's quite nice, except there's this weird cool sensation as you apply it. Very pigmented. Why does it feel so cold? That's weird. This shade is Rosewood too. Oh my God, it's so pigmented. All right, so this is a liquid lipstick. I actually really quite like this formula. It's very, very lightweight. Really, really pretty flattering color. Very pigmented. I didn't actually have to go over and do like 2 coats, but I did have to touch it up off camera with a brush to get a really nice, clean, sharp edge. But it's a really nice formula. It just feels like oddly cool when you first apply it, like nearly like there's menthol in it or something. But it's very, very lightweight on the lips. So yeah, this is the finished look. I've got to tell you, sadly, I'm not as impressed as I thought I was going to be. I sort of went into this with like quite high hopes, but a lot of the products just didn't I think you're better off to spend your money on Maybelline or brands like NYX or Makeup Revolution. Like a lot of their products they just hit it out of the park. But these I just, I don't know. Primer I really liked. Foundation and concealer I quite liked when I initially applied them, but then after they were powdered down, not so much. Could just be the powder. I'm not really a fan of that powder at all. I will test the foundation and the concealer again in future with, a different setting powder and let you know. That face palette I didn't like. I didn't mind this eyeshadow. Like, this wasn't the worst eyeshadow that I've ever used, but it also, for me, I'm not going to be reaching for it. I'm not going to be grabbing for it. So therefore, for me, it's not worth the money. Like, I don't believe in spending money in things that you're not going to love and use every day kind of a thing. So not really a hit for me either. That brow texture, surprisingly, initially I didn't like it at all, but I quite like how my brows are looking now. So I will continue using that one. The mascara was sort of like, not amazing. So yeah, a lot of the products were a miss, but probably 3 that I would recommend checking out: the liquid lipstick, the primer, and obviously I'll be wearing this all day. We'll see how it goes. And the brow pen, I surprisingly don't like. It's weird, it drew on red, but it's definitely nice and cool tone now. So yeah, I'll be updating. Like I said, I'll continue testing the concealer, but I will be updating you guys if I notice anything else. I'll let you know in a pinned comment if things just like melt off. I feel like this foundation's not going to last long on me at all. But other than that, I hope that you enjoyed the video today, guys. Thank you for all the requests to test out this brand. I've got lots of other videos here on my channel where I do test out loads of other really affordable brands. I'll link right on the screen now, but you'll also find more links in the description bar. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, leave it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know, have you tried Flower Beauty? What do you think? Do you think it's worth the money? Are there any standout products that you just loved that maybe I still need to try? Let me know in the comments. But yes, have an amazing day. I love you all heaps, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.